Congratulations, Pilipinas! Number 1 na naman tayo worldwide, not for something good, but for lacking work-life balance. Ay, nako.
Diyan naman tayo magaling eh.
Diyan tayo magaling.
Pabagsak, pasira, mga ganyan. Pero bakit parang hindi na kami surprised? Parang ano mo na yun, lagi na lang.
Hindi talaga.
Lagi naman tayong nandyan eh. Hall of Famer na nga tayo eh. So, in today's episode, let's talk about the myth of work-life balance here in the Philippines.
So welcome back to another episode of Out of the Office. And today, as we mentioned nung intro, is number 1 na naman ang Pilipinas. Hindi siya maganda, guys. Hindi siya maganda. Tayo ay ang number 1 sa lacking in work-life balance. Sa Pilipinas talaga, ang daming mga workaholic or forced workaholic. Di ba?
Baka ayaw nila maniwala eh.
Ayan. Yeah, Philippine ranks low in global work-life balance index. Oh, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Ay nako. Ay nako talaga Pilipinas. Kailan ka magbabago? Pero
Since
yun na
2024 daw.
Wow. Sa Pilipinas pa. Ay hindi, wala na ako sa Pilipinas.
Wala na.
Pero yun na nga in an ideal world, what is work-life balance? Para sa iyo, Stephen, ano nga ba ang work-life balance?
Yan yung nagtatrabaho ka ng 8 to 3. Take note 8 to 3, hindi 8 to 5.
Wow.
And then, you have, hindi kasi sabi, sa ibang opisina daw, 8 to 3, and then the 4 to 5 would be like housekeeping and everything. So, tapos tsaka ka-exit. So, technically, 8 hours pa rin. And then, as you exit, you only travel an hour or half an hour to your home. May chance ka pa mag-grocery. Yun ang basic work-life balance. Hindi pa na, that's all the basic stuff. Where if you want the trinkets and stuff, iba pa yun. Iba usapan pa yun. May bakasyon, paid leave, maternity leave, etc., etc.
Para sa akin, ang work-life balance is something of the same meaning. Pero for me, it's more of pwede mong gawin yung mga gusto mo on your own time. Parang papasok ka sa office, yes, maski it's for me, hindi siya set time na pwede kang pumasok sa office. Na kailangan mong pumasok sa office, I should say. Ang work-life balance for me is kung gusto mong pumasok ng maaga, pwede. Kung gusto mong pumasok ng late, pwede. Kunyari may kailangan kang gawin either in the morning, pasok ka ng later. Kung may kailangan kang gawin sa gabi, kung may date ka, sana all, pasok ka ng mas maaga. Di ba? So, for me, it's more like that. Kasi, at the end of the day, kailangan nating ma-realize, kailangan natin magtrabaho. Pero, kailangan din natin buhayin ang buhay natin.
So, kailangan...
Tama ba yun? Buhayin ang buhay natin.
Tama yun. So, para kay Miguel, ang standard po ng buhay ay kailangan nating buhayin ang ating buhay at kailangan nating landiin ang ating buhay.
sabi nga nila romanticize your life, di ba? Kailangan i-romanticize ang life.
Literally.
Pero going back to, the idea for like work-life balance, ngayon mga companies may habit na, na nagbibigay sila ng overwhelming workloads the employees. Lahat ng corporate slaves. Tama ba? Should I say that word?
Yes. That's true.
Pero yung mga corporate employees na talagang yung ine-expect sa'yo is through the roof, and kung magkano lang yung binabayad sa'yo.
Ouch.
I think na-mention namin to early on last year, but as Filipinos, pagod na po tayo maging resilient.
Oo.
Pagod na po tayo maging resilient kasi yung gobyerno nga natin na inaabuso tayo, wag na natin ipaabuso yung sarili natin sa mga kumpanya natin as well.
Di ba nga ngayon ewan ko, umabot na yung balita na yun dyan. Na nalaman ng mga tao na yung mga subsidy pala ng Meralco, like for the poorest of the poor, the seniors and everything, it's
Right.
not subsidized by the government, but rather
yes.
it is divided by
The
the number of
people.
consumers.
Exactly.
So, di ba, may batas, pero ang may pasan-pasan is tayo
Right.
pa rin
Tayo,
taxpayer.
exactly.
So, it
Nakita
goes
ko yun
back
sa Facebook,
to working. Oh,
Right.
di ba? Hey,
Sabi ko nga, grabe na yun. Pati ba naman yung supposedly government subsidy?
yeah, program.
Diretso na sa bulsa ng mga
Customer.
mga middle income. Middle class income. So parang ano na nga yun, di ba? There's a habit nowadays na mas nare-reward ang mga empleyado na kayang i-shoulder yung mga overwhelming workloads, and at the same time, yung nag-uwi ng trabaho. Which is, admirable, yes, kasi parang willing ka mag-work, but at the same time, yun na nga parang wait lang, may mali. Kasi dapat, pag lumabas ka na sa office, dapat wala na yan. So,
And I know sa inyo dyan, di ba, kailangan after 5, wala na talaga yun. Wala ka ng bit-bit.
Not necessarily. Dito kasi depende kung hourly ka or salaried. Kung salaried ka, on-call ka. Kung hourly, yon pagkatapos ng oras mo, wala ka na dapat iisipin. Dapat, after your 8 hours, that's done. So hopefully, ganun din sa Pilipinas. Pero kasi, yun nga sa Philippines, mostly salaried ang mga tao. So, yun nga, unfortunately, on-call most of the people. So,
Pero
yun na nga
okay na nga sana. Hindi ko po sinasabi na tama na loadan nyo yung mga empleyado nyo, and then you ask them to take home. That's wrong in a perfect world, okay? But what I'm saying is, buti na lang sana kung uuwi ka, walang traffic. Uuwi ka na maayos ang bahay mo, meron kang dadat ng may tubig sa gripo, and all of that, things that need to support you. But no, the reality would be there's traffic, it takes most of your time, you need to deal with your utilities at home because they're either cut off or merong sira, hindi mo magamit. So, maraming factors na kaya sinasabi natin, kaya mali na parang sinasabi natin palagi na, magpasalamat na lang kayo, may trabaho kayo.
Yes.
Oo naman, grateful naman. Ang sinasabi lang natin is, dapat yung tinatrabaho natin, nararamdaman din natin.
Rest. Yes, rest. Rest tuloy. Yes.
And rest,
Rest
of course.
is important.
Important yan.
Pero yes, definitely. Kailangan natin ma-realize na yung pinagtatrabahuhan natin, yung iniipon natin for ourselves, for our futures, for our future families, or for our current families, yung mga magulang natin, yung mga iniipon natin para sa kanila, yung mga ginagastos natin para sa kanila, is dapat nararamdaman. Hindi yung pagpasok ng sweldo, mapupunta na lang sa kung saan-saan. And nowadays, ang hirap kasi nga, gasolina pa lang, sobrang mahal na. And because the gas prices are growing, that also means lahat ng bilihin also tumataas. So, yun na nga eh. Kaya nga, I recently saw this graph on LinkedIn na yung from, I think, 1970s to today, yung dito yun sa America eh. So, ano siya, parang line graph kung ano yung growth ng minimum wage and then growth ng minimum expenditure of a person dito sa US. So, yung growth ng minimum wage parang pag ganito, actually, the drawing ko parang maganda. Di ba? Kunyari yan, line graph.
Ayan.
Ba yan?
Okay.
Pangit. ulit. Ayan. So, line graph.
Teacher, ano po yung drawing nyo?
Yan. So, line graph, di ba? Line graph.
Ayan.
So, according to dun sa nakita ko sa LinkedIn, ano ba yan? Yung nakita ko sa LinkedIn,
Yan,
yung
dyan
minimum wage, ganito. Ganyan yung minimum wage.
Okay.
From 1970 to 2024. And then, yung minimum na gastos, yung minimum expenditure per year na, kasama na dun yung bills, food, rent, and everything. Ganito yung graph niya. Diba? So, which
Malayo,
goes back, exactly,
Sobra.
which goes back to our point nga na, yun na nga kailangan mong maramdaman yung pinagpapaguran mo. Kasi, halos sa araw-araw kang 8 hours a day, tapos hindi mo man lang ma-enjoy yung pinagagastusan mo, di ba? Ay, yung pinaglalalaanan mo ng oras.
Yeah.
So, something to consider for the people there. I know there are some people like myself who are workaholics, pero yun nga kailangan mo rin talaga i-enjoy yung pera mo or yung pinagtatrabahuhan mo. Kasi at the end of the day, para saan ba yan? Diba?
Para sa jowa mo. Ay, hindi.
Ay, wala tayo niyan Sorry.
Okay.
Wala tayo niyan
Grabe, di ba? Yung disparity. Ang baba.
Yes.
Hindi ko nga maintindihan Bakit kaya parang ang hirap-hirap na iangat lagi yung quality ng working life natin.
Right.
Lagi na it's a struggle. Pag naman iniisip mo, bakit ganito? I'm working for I'm working for a multinational company. They earn much. They earn infinitely much. So
Right.
why can't I ask easily for a raise?
Right.
Why can't I increase my standard of living? It's always, nariring mo na lang, pagtiisan nyo.
Right.
Wala tayong magagawa kasi, ang dami-daming rason.
Yes.
Di ba, kailan pa ba aangat yung standard of living mo? Kung hindi pa ngayon, kailan mo mararamdaman yung pinagtatrabahuhan mo? Kasi katulad yan ang sinasabi mo kanina, na kailangan enjoy mo rin yung pinagtatrabahuhan mo. Ang
Right.
tanong, paano pag yung pinagtatrabahuhan mo, parang dumudulas lang sa kamay mo? Di ba? Yun yung
Exactly.
isang mahirap na bagay na, that's also a reality. Kailangan
Right.
pa makaipon. So, parang, di ba,
Yes.
ang dami-daming factors
Right.
na nag-add up. Kahit subukan mo ng subukan, kahit pigayin mo ng pigayin yung sarili mo. Kaya nga yung iba dyan, nagpupolitiko na lang.
Wow.
Tapos di mo kubayad ng
Hugot.
tax, mga ganun.
We also have to think. I'm not being against the the salaried, the working man. Pero we also gotta think that these companies are businesses, and as people who have businesses, talagang mahirap din in their regard, to just give
the increase.
races like that. Kasi nga, syempre, there's so many things to consider, from legal to finances to human relations to resources, manufacturing. There's so many things na hindi natin nakikita. Ang nakikita lang natin is yung pangangailangan natin, which is fair. I'm not saying, but kung hindi kaya ng kumpanya mo na sustentuhan yung gusto mong buhay, hindi mo kailangan magtagal doon sa kumpanyang yon. There's a whole lot of things to consider when you want to grow in a career. Especially, ang pinakamalaking thing dyan is yung work-life balance. And if the company is not giving you the work-life balance that you want, then maybe it's time to find another job. Kasi kung underpaid ka nga and overworked ka, di syempre, baka kailanganin mo ang maghanap ng trabaho to sustain yourself and also your work-life balance. Pag wala nang kulay, wala nang meaning, para saan ka pa nabubuhay. And
Nako,
I think
eksperto ako dyan. Sa dati ko trabaho. Weekend. Na ginawa na nga ang weekend namin, Monday. Tapos minsan pati Monday, tatawagan ka pa.
kung hindi mo nga pinaglalaban yung work-life balance mo, kung hindi mo pinaglalaban yung sarili mong buhay, kung puro trabaho ka lang, kaya it's sad to say the reason why the rates of I can't say the word, but gets nyo na yun. But the rates of that is so high.
Unaliving yourself is very
Exactly.
high.
It's so high kasi nga the pressure of the world is on their shoulders na parang sinasabi sa kanila na kailangan mo maging ganito by this age, which magiging vulnerable ako sa episode na to. I've been going through this recently and it's been rough. I'm just grateful for the friends and family na talagang nandyan for me. Kasi kung wala sila, mahirap. I don't think I will reach the point na, pero it's hard. And, I am a religious person. So, with that aspect then of, coming to terms with life and God na talagang kailangan mo nga talagang balansehin. Kasi kung walang balanse, di talagang malululun ka sa pressure ng buhay. And, wag po tayong ganon.
Sabi
Mahirap
nga
na yung
cup,
buhay.
tingnan niyo yung cup ni Miguel. Everything will be okay.
Exactly. Bigay ng nanay ko to.
Pero kasi yun nga, parang conscious choice na siya. Pag
Yes.
sinabi mong work-life balance, may mga nababasa ako minsan sa job street. Tatanungin nila, okay ba magtrabaho sa company ito? May
Right.
work-life balance ba dito? May isang comment na nag-strike sa akin, na first time ko na nakita sa job street.
Right.
Kasi usually, pag sinasabi yung company, there's no work-life balance in that, they would discourage you to apply in that company. But in this instance, this company is a in-demand company. So, people were asking if work-life balance is possible when you work for this company. Most of the comments say it's not possible. Kasi nga, the company would be demanding since it's in
Right.
demand.
Yeah.
Yung products nila is in demand. So, there's this one comment that really struck me because this person replied to one of those comments na, okay magtrabaho dito sa kumpanyang to. Mag-apply ka. Ngayon, yung work-life balance, nasa sa iyo na yun.
Yes.
Diba?
It's up to you.
Ano ko yun, parang, nga no, sabi ko.
Right.
Kasi usually naiisip natin, mag-a-apply ako dito. Magtatrabaho ako dito. Pag walang work-life balance to, pwede naman yun. Alisan mo.
Right.
Pero
Yeah.
minsan talaga, sa kahirapan ng buhay, kailangan mo rin ng trabaho. Wala ka na mahanap, ito na lang. Ito yung tatanggap sa'yo. So, di ba, aayaw ka pa ba? Ngayon,
Exactly.
yung balance ng lahat, it's up to you. It's
Yes.
up to you how to manage it. Kumbaga, sabi nga ng mga bagets ngayon, tayo na lang mag-adjust. Tayo na lang mag-adjust. Ayaw nila ibigay. Sige, tayo na lang mag-adjust.
Exactly.
Paano? Hindi ko rin alam. Hindi namin masasagot yun. Talagang ikaw na makakasagot.
That's up to you, yes. Like we said previously, there's once you hit the age of 25,
Yeah.
or sometimes even younger for some people, you have to realize na no one's going to save you but yourself.
Yeah.
Which is honestly ang sakit-sakit marinig,
Yeah.
but it's the
True.
truth. Like there's really no one that's going to save you. You really have to work for what you want in life. Kasi kung wala talaga, anong mangyayari sa iyo? Wala. Kaya yun nga maski nga down and out ka na, kailangan mo talagang i-lift yung sarili mo out of that dark place. So, lahat ng mga, lahat ng mga may pinagdadaanan dyan, reach out. We're here for you. Natutunan ko when I'm here, when I started working here in America was, kung may leave ka, gamitin mo. Kung nababurn out ka na, gamitin mo. Hindi yung laging at the end of the year, ika-cash out mo na lang. Yes, that would be nice. Pero remember, your health, your mental health especially is very important. So if you really need that day off, take it. Kaya nga nandyan yan eh. Kaya nga tinatawag yan leave. That's up to your discretion. Kaya nga yun yung sinasabi ni Stephen kanina na it's your due diligence to balance your work-life balance. Tama ba? To balance your work-life balance. Yes. It's your due diligence. So, kapag meron kang leave, either vacation or sick leave, please use it. Huwag lang gamitin lagi to cash out. Yes, money is tempting. However, health is more important.
Yeah. Day off din.
Exactly.
Ako, meron akong parang visual, tawag dito, parang action. Na kapag yung utak ko, feeling ko, hindi na sumusunod sa gusto kong gawin. Katulad nung when I went back from Beijing. Doon pumatong-patong yung trabaho ko.
Yes.
So, talagang merong week na sabi ko, wait, teka lang. Yung iniisip ko logo, hindi ko magawa. Hindi ko ma-translate into my hands from my mind. So, sabi ko, okay, mind, bitaw. As in, parang gano'n yung visual action ko. Bitaw. As in, gaganyan ka. Buka mo yung kamay mo. And talagang bibitawan ko kahit ano.
Right.
Katulad nung may week kami na walang episode. Kasi sabi ko talagang hindi ko kaya yun. Ayoko. Kasi yung feeling mo yung nakaganon yung mata mo, tapos nag-edit kang ganon sa harap ng computer.
Burnout.
Kailangan talaga, burnout. Yun ang burnout, tsaka fatigue.
Yes.
Kaya talaga sabi ko, conscious choice, bitaw.
Yeah.
Pero para sa mga creatives dyan, katulad namin, meron yung mga back of the mind voices na sasalita sa'yo. Paano yung metrics mo? Hala, baka umalis yung audience. Baka yung kliyente mo magreklamo kasi na-delay. Hindi po totoo yun. Sabi lang yun ng utak mo.
Yes.
Mas mahirap na gumawa ng under quality. Kesa yung konti lang gawin mo or mag-skip ka. Tapos pag nag-deliver ka next time, over quality lang. Diba?
Right.
Mas okay.
Studio Crumb.